Hello, and thank you for taking a moment of your day to be with me today. My name is Dom, and I help people to step into their truth and power. Today in this video, I am going to be sharing with you how to overcome fear and give you some perspectives and tools that can completely transform the way you are experiencing this. Now for me, the first time I heard this was many years ago, and I thought it was completely ridiculous. I thought it was all hocus pocus bullshit because at the time, I didn't fully understand or know what I later learned about how this stuff really works. So if you're thinking this, I used to think that way too, and I discovered it was actually my fears giving myself an excuse to not even try it. Because there's no way this could work, so why bother, right? Well, if you're going to come into this with that mindset, it's not going to work for you. But when you come into this open and without judgment and with curiosity about how this works, you open up opportunity to allow yourself to experience something different. So my question for you is, would you rather continue feeling stuck in your fear, or would you rather experience feeling more empowered to move forward? If you're feeling more empowered to move forward, then this is for you. So, what do the fears often look like for most people? For most people, it's fear of having to face judgment from others. What will they think of me? Fear of the unknown, of what could happen, because it's a completely different paradigm from the way we are thinking now. It could be fear of change, because often with change, we sometimes have to let go of things that aren't really good for us anymore, but we're really not ready to let go of them. So we have these fears because in general, there is some belief inside that we're going to experience some kind of pain. And so we respond by procrastinating or even moving away from it because we don't want to experience pain. And we move toward things that will feel more comfortable or pleasurable, even if it's not good for us. So when something comes up for us that we fear, maybe it's breaking a relationship or leaving a job we've been in for a long time. If we look at it as something beneficial for us, instead of looking at all the things that drive up the fear, we're going to then gravitate towards it more instead of pushing it away. So you're going to be much more inspired and motivated to move into action in spite of any fears that may be resident within you. Now, you might say, but I'm afraid of success. First off, I'd like to invite you to completely get rid of that idea. You're not afraid of success, but the consequence of success. So think about that for just a moment. The consequence of success actually allows you to be more connected with people who are just like you, who are like-minded. It allows you to experience living in more abundance, doing what you love to do. If one or two people have a problem with your success, why are you making it your problem? It's their problem. You're holding yourself back because of what one or two people might think about the changes you're making to improve yourself and your life. So instead of working at the level of the judgment from others, I'm inviting you instead to focus on staying at the level of curiosity and the good aspects of what the change will allow you to actually experience. I mean, at the fundamental level, what human being wouldn't want to experience success and improvement in their life experience? As human beings, it's something that we all desire and want. We all want to be successful, and we all want to be accepted. But some of us think we can only have one or the other. But what if you could have both? What if you can be successful and accepted? Do you believe it's even possible? What specifically would you have to let go of to experience that? And what specifically would you need to embrace more of to experience it? Most people want the freedom, they want the new experiences, they want the new connections, they want the personal growth, and they want the abundance from the experience that we want to create. The idea here is that we may be subconsciously associating pain with change. This is usually instilled in us at a young age from those who have influenced us over time. For instance, if our parents worked paycheck to paycheck, there could be a belief that you have to work hard to earn your money. You're going to carry that belief into your adulthood. And so if you have that belief, do you really have to work hard to earn money? I mean, what if you love what you do? Are you really working hard? And are you even working at that point? Because when we love what we do, it doesn't feel like work to us. This was a concept I didn't understand until just a few years ago, after losing my corporate job without severance and jumping into becoming an entrepreneur. When I worked in corporate, I worked and it felt hard because I dreaded what I did and often worked long hours doing it. So of course it felt like hard work. But now that I do what I love doing, I work just as many hours and it doesn't feel hard at all. So many of our beliefs come from our environment growing up, and they weren't even actually our own thoughts or even our own experiences, but we absorbed them from others and we've been carrying them around with us for all these years. Other people's flawed beliefs and ideologies, thinking that they are our own beliefs. And so here's the part where I encourage you to break through. I encourage you and I invite you to challenge some of the beliefs that were instilled in you and that you may still be holding on to. And if they're not yours, let them go. Just let them go, because they're limiting you and they're keeping you from moving forward and becoming who you're divinely being led to become. And if they are yours, I invite you to become curious around what occurred that created that belief in your experience. We often think that because we did something once and had a particular experience, that we'll always have the same experience again and again, when in fact, this isn't true at all if we're learning from the experience. It's only when we don't learn from the experiences that we keep repeating the same experiences over and over again. Often we go from having the experience and jump right into judgment over what happened, and then we do everything we can to prevent us from having the experience from ever happening again. We do this to keep ourselves safe, instead of becoming curious with the experience and asking ourselves, what did we actually learn from the experience? If we were to do it again, what would we do differently? And then giving ourselves permission and allowing ourselves to have a new experience, doing it differently than we did before. Just let go of all of the BS and decide that you're going to believe what you prefer to believe, and allow yourself to remain in curiosity and playfulness in all of your new experiences. Curiosity and playfulness is the cure for fear and judgment that keeps us stuck. It's really that simple. It starts with the decision. It starts with the decision that you're going to believe what you prefer to believe, and that's it. So don't keep looking back or referencing the old experience for any kind of truth anymore. Allow yourself to experience your own truth and have as much fun as you can in that experience. And so I'm curious, what did I share today about overcoming fear that is really resonating with you today? Or what questions do you have about it? Drop them in the comments below. I want to be able to encourage and support you as you are moving forward on your journey. And if you're needing some additional support with this around overcoming fear and would like to connect with me for a short one-on-one free call, click on the Speak with Dom link below in the comments and in the description box. It would be a real privilege to be able to speak with you personally about this. And I'm going to be sharing more videos like this in the coming days and weeks, so make sure you hit that subscribe and bell button so that you don't miss them. And then lastly, if you would like to pay it forward, share this video online with your friends and family. Share with them this opportunity for them to get unstuck from any fears that may be holding them back. So thank you for joining me today, and until I connect with you again for my next video, stay well, stay healthy, and stay empowered.